One way to instantly unite any group of strangers or old friends is to start reminiscing about our favorite TV theme songs from childhood. Most people name the 80s and 90s as the golden age of children's television because these shows still inspire sing-alongs all over the world. Hi, I'm Suki, and from the earth-saving lyrics of Captain Planet to the sweet melody from Rugrats, we're here to check out the memorable music that made us crowd around that TV. So get ready, because MicDrop is here to count down the 11 best TV theme songs from your childhood. So let's get started. Number 1. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. If you were growing up and watching TV at any point in the early 90s, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was 100% a show you watched. Will Smith entered our homes as the snarky, street smart, and impossibly cool nephew and cousin to the rich Banks family in Bel-Air, Los Angeles. He came to Bel-Air to disturb the peace and teach people a thing or two. Okay, he really left to escape a bully in Philly, but the show perfectly captured his attitude with an iconic rap theme song that became a rite of passage for every 90s kids. I know, you're singing it right now. If anyone busts out the line, "In West Philadelphia, born and raised," you can expect someone to call back, "On the playground was where I spent most of my days." The theme song's lyrics have been recited by celebs like One Direction, Jimmy Fallon, Carrie Underwood, and has even been a category on Jeopardy! How's that for impressive? Fresh Prince of Hollywood. The Fresh Prince theme song catapulted Will Smith's career as a rapper and actor, and no matter what he does from here on out, he'll always be known as the Prince of Bel-Air. And considering how many times he's performed the theme song since the show ended, he doesn't seem to mind that one bit. I don't either. Number 2, Captain Planet. Okay, that was corny. In the 90s, Captain Planet was kind of revolutionary in that there was a cartoon show aimed at kids that actually taught them how to save the world, aka be environmentally aware. I think we might need to start showing reruns of this soon for the new generation, yes? Anyway, the Captain Planet theme song is a bit different from many other shows in that the memorable part is actually during the end credits of the show. The song was written by the show's producer, Nick Boxer, who, get this, was the model for Captain Planet himself. That is one ripped dude. The start of the song begins with each Planeteer shouting out their power: Earth, fire, wind, water, heart. With an amazing synth backing track, Captain Planet emerges to their chant of "Go Planet!" to begin saving the world. The famous song plays while we see clips of him in action. Captain Planet, he's our hero, gonna take pollution down to zero. It's totally cheesy and so 90s, but it had an awesome message, so we're happy it stuck around for such a long time. We can learn a thing or two from the Planeteers now, and if anything still stands true, it's that the power is yours. Number 3, Full House. Since Netflix released Fuller House in 2016, the miniseries followed up to the original Full House. Fans of the 80s and 90s family sitcom have been reminiscing about its pure gold. The cheesy jokes, the amazing outfits, Uncle Jesse, and of course the theme song. What made the Full House theme song so interesting was that the lyrics actually felt a bit existential for such a light family sitcom. I mean, the opening lines, "Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, the evening TV?" Singing them back now sounds overly dramatic, but it works somehow for the Tanner family, who seem to be a loving ball of chaos. Over the course of the show, the opening changed a few times and different verses were used, but the song was always Everywhere You Look, written by Jesse Frederick. A fun fact for you, Jesse also wrote the theme song for Perfect Stranger, Family Matters, and Step by Step. In early 2015, the Full House cast reunited at show creator Jeff Franklin's birthday, and they treated partygoers to an impromptu performance of Everywhere You Look with the original singer. In the 2016 Fuller House revival, the theme song was performed by Carly Rae Jepsen, with a few different verses written in by Carly Rae herself. While we love the new one, we're pretty sure the original Full House is full of fans still singing that theme song, Everywhere You Look. Number 4, Animaniacs. An afternoon in the 90s wasn't complete without a half an hour with WB's Animaniacs. Created by Tom Ruegger, the same writer who created Tiny Toon Adventures and Batman the Animated Series, Animaniacs was a cartoon variety show with a huge cast of characters acting like, well, maniacs. The Animaniacs theme song opens up with the 3 main characters, the Warner siblings, Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, escaping from the Warner Brothers water tower and getting involved in tons of wacky adventures, which even involved Bill Clinton playing the saxophone. Who knew? As the song goes on, they introduce the rest of the characters that would be involved throughout the show, including the Lab Rats, Pinky and the Brain, Slappy Squirrel, and my personal favorite, the Good Feathers, a group of mafioso pigeons. The best part about the theme song is that the second to last line, which comes after "Where animation Maney, Totally Insaney would change in almost every episode, and fans of the show created a supercut of all the alternative endings, which usually included cultural references and jokes like Money Down the Drainy and Tarzan and Janie. See, I told you they were zany, and probably one of the best cartoon shows ever. Number 5, Rugrats. The Rugrats theme song proves to everyone that a song doesn't even need to have any words to claim a spot as one of the best television show themes from our childhood. In fact, all you need is a second or two of that unique melody to figure out that it's the Rugrats, and that melody will stay in your head. Just a warning. Rugrats aired from 1991 through 2004 and went on to become Nickelodeon's longest-running cartoon until it was beat out by SpongeBob SquarePants in 2012. The show even has its own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame because it's so iconic. The cultural impact of the Rugrats theme song still continued way after it was over, and in 1998, Blackstreet and Maya released a song, Take Me There, for the Rugrats movie, which sampled the theme song as the background music and introduced it to a new generation of kids that weren't lucky enough to grow up with Tommy Pickles, Chucky, Phil, Lil, and yes, even Angelica. You can take me there any day. Number 6, All That. What made All That's theme song stand out from the rest was that it was a song that was not just a television theme song, but a song that you could listen to on your tape player and jam out to it. When All That premiered on Nickelodeon in 1994, it was already breaking molds by having a very diverse cast in ethnicity and gender, in a time when television was still very segregated by race. The show ended up running for 10 seasons, and its theme song opening remains as one of the most memorable parts of many 90s childhoods. Although it might sound fairly obvious now, some people, me, didn't actually realize until they were older that the All That song was performed by TLC. In fact, the group recorded the All That theme during the same time they were recording their record-breaking album, Crazy, Sexy, Cool, in 1994. If you wanted a theme song to sound cool, no one could do it quite like TLC, cause they are all that. Number 7, DuckTales. I guarantee you, if you go up to anyone in their 20s or 30s right now and sing the words DuckTales, they will answer you with, woo! Maybe not that well, cause that's how memorable the song is. DuckTales followed the adventures of Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and their rich Uncle Scrooge McDuck. Most of the show's premise circled around an evil villain trying to take Scrooge's great fortune. And a scene most kids remember from the intro theme is when he jumps and swims into his massive pile of gold coins. Humble, right? The theme song was mostly catchy for its melody and the repeated DuckTales tagline. The writer of the theme song, Mark Mueller, also wrote the theme for Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers! Sorry if they're both stuck in your head now. Number 8, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So pretty much everyone knows who these heroes in a half shell are, and that is all thanks to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song from the original TV series in the late 80s. In the same tradition as many cartoon theme songs from this era, the opening song sets up a little history on the Teenage Turtles and how Splinter, the radical rat, taught them their ninja ways. I mean, they are still just teenagers. The song also set up a look into the personalities of the Turtles, which would stick with them throughout all of their reincarnations, even up to the latest live-action Ninja Turtles movie just released. Leonardo is the serious one, Donatello is the smart one, Raphael is the sarcastic, moody one, and Michelangelo is the party animal who loves cheese pizza and introduced us 90s kids to Cowabunga. A cool fact about the theme is that the 60s band, the Turtles, were hired to write the show's theme because, you know, turtles. But they dropped out last minute and producer Chuck Lorre stepped in to write it in under 48 hours. I'd say he killed it, as usual. Number 9, Salute Your Shorts. In 2015, the Nickelodeon show Salute Your Shorts celebrated its almost 25th birthday with a reunion of the cast at Portland's Everything Is Festival. Fans of the short-lived show flipped out at the cast reunion, but went even more wild when they all sang along to the Salute Your Shorts theme song. If you grew up in the 90s, you might have dreamt of going to Camp Anawana, or any summer camp, especially if it looked as fun and crazy as this one did. Sure, the characters like Donkey Lip, Spudnik, Telly, and Sponge were memorable, but they were placed in childhood television history because of their show's theme song. The song starts out as two troublemakers raise a camper's shorts on the flagpole as a prank and innocently sing about their camp activities like running, jumping, swimming, and playing. The standout verse of the theme song is, of course, Camp Anawana, we hold you in our hearts, and when we think about you, it makes me wanna. I think you can all finish the rest of that one. Number 10, Saved by the Bell! Even if you weren't around to catch the original airing of Saved by the Bell from 1989 to 1993, you probably caught all the reruns and are familiar with the main characters, and even more familiar with the totally cheesy but amazing theme song. Hey, it was the late 80s after all, so saxophones and sound effects were kind of part of the deal. When it came to creating Saved by the Bell's theme song, co-creator Peter Engel actually said that he did not want to use any kind of ringing bell sounds in the song, or any lyric that had the phrase "Saved by the Bell," because he didn't want it to all be so obvious. He hired 5 composers to come up with ideas, and surprisingly, the one he loved the most had everything that he originally didn't want. But it just worked its magic and became the theme song we all know and love today. So no doubt, if the teacher pops a test, we'll know the words to this song. Number 11, The Simpsons. Who could forget the lovely tune that is The Simpsons, a show you watched as a kid and an adult? Though this song only has 2 words in it, The Simpsons, anyone around the world would instantly recognize the melody, and the theme was made epic by its opening scenes. Bart writing a different line in detention each time, Homer getting off work, Maggie getting scanned in the grocery store, then honking the car horn with Marge, Lisa jamming out on her saxophone, and then them all getting home and running to the living room couch to watch TV together. Like the detention scene with Bart, the ending couch scene also changes from time to time, giving fans something new and exciting to wait for when they see the intro. This catchy tune was written by composer Danny Elfman, who thought of it in the car after leaving a meeting with creator Matt Groening. Danny said he made it up in his head on the way home and was mainly doing it for fun since he didn't think The Simpsons would last more than a season. Boy, was he wrong. Going on its 28th season in September 2016, The Simpsons is now the longest running scripted TV show of all time. I bet Danny's enjoying those residuals, because we're definitely still enjoying this song. Once again, I'm Suki, and thanks for watching MicDrop's 11 best TV theme songs from your childhood. Unless you were born in 2016. Which theme songs are your favorite? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to MicDrop to get all the best music trivia and receive our latest episodes. See you next time!